was fantastic for clumped up bio. Oh, and there's a really interesting fact about pandas.
I know, what is that random fact in
Apparently they
chat?
can... Did you know that the panda bear can eat up to 20 kilograms of bamboo in a day?
That's a lot of bamboo.
I did not know that. That is
I
interesting.
I can't eat that much cake in a day. I think I can do that.
I believe I will support you on this.
But here we go on Ruins of Ceres, spawning in the bottom right. We have got Apocalypse Esports, PandaBearMe.
And in the bottom left, we have the Purple Terran reigning from Team Ascension. It is Siege Mode.
So I'm wondering if Siege Mode is going to switch up his army comp, or at least his plan this time. I mean, his army comp not necessarily bad, but he stayed on two bases way too long. I wonder if he's going to try something different.
Well, it was interesting to see that he kind of lives up to his name. He got those tanks that were in Siege Mode. That was his thing.
But so far, it looks like it's Hjax first there from PandaBearMe.
Once again, it looks like he's setting up for the same thing. He's got his barracks positioned so that he has to do an early reactor. The Reapers were pretty irritating last game, but I don't know if going for a double Reaper production is the right move for him this game.
You know, it's tough to say. The Reapers will be able to get over to PandaBearMe rather quick. You know, they're in spawn positions that would favor that. However, at the same time, PandaBearMe did a pretty good job of defending. You know, there were some losses, but overall, you know, it worked out pretty well. At least for PandaBearMe.
Yeah. The minute the queens are out, unless there's an absolutely ridiculous number of Reapers, it's really hard to deflect it. So the second CC, or CC, oh, forgot my terms, has come out for Siege Mode. He's building it on the low ground, which is dangerous. But it's early enough that he should be able to do it without being punished. Now, so far it has just been one Reaper, but the second gas is being taken by Siege Mode, so I'm expecting some very heavy tech coming. Either going into a fast Stargate, or here comes the factory right here.
Yep, there we go, that quick factory. Probably tanks. I'm assuming this will probably be tanks we see out of Siege Mode again, but what do you think?
I am going to say that he is going bunny build for an early Liberator range Liberator harass.
Ooh. That's actually pretty good on this map. There's a lot of airspace that the Liberator can kind of hide in between the main and the Nat. So that would actually make a lot of sense here.
Now there's kind of small things that you notice. Typically the early response for deflecting a Reaper is to do 3 sets of Zerglings. And PandaBearMe has been extremely greedy here, only doing 2 sets. And with the queens coming out just on time, it was able to deflect it and make it so that he doesn't pay for that greed.
Yeah, it's a nice little, like, what am I trying to say here? Just a nice little, oh, I can't think of the word right now.
Now Ling Speed is about to finish, and the third is being delayed by Siege Mode, but I don't think he'll be able to completely shut it down. And
yeah,
the Reaper goes down.
The Reaper, though, it probably assumes that third is going down pretty quick.
Yeah, so if you look at Siege Mode's base right now, he is creating a tech lab for the starport. So as soon as that barracks finishes with the tech lab, he is going to be transferring his starport over. And I think that we are going to see Liberator range coming out here.
Probably. Actually, at this point, it would not be surprising at all. The Zergling, though, it does see that there is a tech lab there on the starport. It looks like it is actually going to be Banshee. Banshee coming out of that starport, as well as cloaking. But
He's
the Zergling,
going old school.
Yeah, that Zergling saw it, though. So I'm wondering if PandaBearMe is going to be ready for this. Cloak still has a while to go, so there is still some time here for PandaBearMe to get ready. Don't see any spores or anything of the sort, though, at the moment.
I don't actually think that he needs it. His layer is 15 seconds out.
True.
He'll just have an Overseer.
True, that Overseer would work just as well, and that's less resources for him to use.
This is going to be full-blown mech as well. We do have the armory going down to the second base of siege mode. So that will be a little bit harder to scout as there isn't an overlord in position on that base. And we do have the spire coming down for PandaBearMe, so it's... I'd almost call it a 2.5 base spire attack.
Yeah. But here, looks like these Hellbats transforming. Siege mode, possibly this is a 2-base all-in out of him at this point.
This is kind of scary. That's a lot of Hellbats.
Yeah, that is. But this spine is doing, some nice damage as well. And the Banshee
down. And the control from the queens, they're gonna kill these Hellbats before anything's actually done.
And behind this there was and behind this there was a little bit of a Ling attack to siege mode as well. So this is looking pretty rough now for siege mode. He didn't seem to come out too ahead in this attack.
The siege mode with the Hellbats in the mineral line there only got 3 workers killed.
Yeah, combined with everything that
so much more.
Yeah, that siege mode lost there, that definitely worked out far more for PandaBearMe.
Now we are seeing PandaBearMe with 56 workers right now to siege mode's 39, but there's also floor production and double liberators coming out now, so this is going to be a crazy army to go against.
Yes, it is, but at the same time, that third still hasn't started mining yet. It'll probably float over very soon, and it won't take it very long to float over, as it's pretty close to that third. But, there's... what am I trying to say? PandaBearMe here has a better economy.
Looking at siege mode's base, he just has 2 liberators and 2 hellions right now. There's nothing. Okay, the floor just popped, but before that, there was nothing else.
Yeah, 2 more liberators on the way.
There is a Banshee harassing in the main base of PandaBearMe, but the mutas are about to chase it down, and there is an Overseer with it, so it can't even escape with Cloak.
Yeah, that Banshee does fall now, and, siege mode is having a pretty tough time in this game. How do you think he could come back here?
Well, it's really difficult. He's seen that PandaBearMe has taken a 4th as well, and so he's trying to establish his 3rd, but there's a Zergling in the way. And everything is slowing siege mode down to the point where he just can't keep up on production. And he's even getting close to being supply blocked right now. He has no depots coming, and now he is supply blocked.
And the more time he gives PandaBearMe, the more PandaBearMe is just going to start getting even more ahead. So I feel like he needs to do something, and he needs to do it fast.
And this is actually quite the supply block. Like, he just had to do a supply drop on depots because it was that long.
But, this is still a pretty, it's a pretty scary army if you don't control very well. At least if PandaBearMe doesn't control very well. But we've seen in the past that he does. So I would think that the longer this game goes on, the more this is going to fall into favor for PandaBearMe. He is doing a small bit of harass here to siege mode. He can get around that turret and get some damage done.
There's no turret in the mineral line. But
however,
there is
an
absolute whack of liberators that are going to take out those mutalisks.
The liberators, they're going to make sure that the mutas don't do too much. And with only 4 mutas, a few SCVs might fall, but the liberators, they're going to catch up and they just start taking out the mutas. However, it did at least give, PandaBearMe a little bit of scouting here. And he now knows that there's just a ton of libs.
Now we do have pathogen glands on the way, meaning we should be expecting him to transition into Ultralisk Infestor. The hive is almost complete. The melee upgrades have started. We are going to see Ultralisks.
Ultralisks, especially when they get their armor upgrades. They are so tough to deal with.
Now there is a Hellion run-by coming in on the 4th base of PandaBearMe, but it does not skip the 5th location.
Yeah, it is going to get quite a few kills there. However, there is a spine to help deal with the Hellions. But, that's still a lot of drones to lose. The Lynx run over. They try to surround the Hellions. Will they? Yes, they will. They will take down these Hellions. But at what cost there? That was a
right at the
lot
right
lost.
at the end, the drones did stack up, and the Hellions were able to get the money shot and take down a very decent number. There's also a Hellbat attack going on the other side of the map, but it will be cleaned up for quite a hefty number of Zerglings.
And now look how many Liberators are on the field for Siege mode. PandaBearMe is going to have to be a little bit careful when attacking into this. There are quite a number of
very
Hellions.
awkward. There
Yeah,
are
this
eight Liberators and 8 siege tanks on the field.
that's
How do you attack that?
yeah. You know, I was saying earlier that the longer this went for PandaBearMe, the scarier it would be for him, or for Siege mode. But now with this army that Siege mode has, he seems to have done well with that time. This is not going to be easy to attack into, especially if Siege mode gets some really good positioning.
And Siege mode has started to focus on both tank and floor production. He's making 2 floors at a time right now, and he is making more Liberators. It's getting to that point where it's just a critical mass. It's going to take a lot of money to put out enough Corruptors to shut down this Liberator count, unless PandaBearMe can get some absolutely crucial fungal growths while they're clumped.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting here. I'm curious to see how PandaBearMe is going to handle this.
Man.
The Liberators are sieging up now. Tanks are sieged up as well. The Corruptors, or excuse me, the Infestors are out, but they haven't gotten too many good fungals. In fact, they are very low health. So now Siege mode, he has handled this very well. The army supply now 108 to 66, 108 to 80 now in favor
it's
of
absolutely
Siege mode.
unreal. Just the amount of free damage that Liberators do to your army. There's 10 Liberators on the field. And even without upgrades, when they're shooting down, they're doing 90 damage per shot before any damage mitigation.
Yeah, they have done so much here. But the army supplies there are getting close to even again. PandaBearMe has done a good job of remaxing.
And
3 more Ultras.
We do have a Greater Spire coming as well. I don't know if Broodlords are going to be the right transition here.
But there are Vipers. I think I did see a few Vipers in production, and that could help a little bit. Try and get some units here out of position for Siege
There
mode.
are 4 Vipers. I really want to see a Parasitic Bomb.
Ooh,
I've never seen it
yes.
outside of beta, but if he could land a Parasitic Bomb, oh, look at that spread on those Liberators. That is absolutely beautiful.
That's beautiful or disgusting, depending on who's...
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
It hurts so good.
This attack is going so well for Siege mode. However, behind this, there are Lings just flooding into the Nat and the main of Siege mode. They have taken out the 3rd as well. It's almost looking a little bit base race-ish here.
Now, there are still Liberators at home cleaning up the Zerglings. There's 4 Widow Mines burrowed. Yes, these Lings are going to do quite a bit of damage, but I don't think it'll be enough.
Yeah, the Vipers. Oh, we do have a Parasitic Bomb there.
Bomb, that is so cool.
It doesn't seem to do enough, though, in this situation, which is crazy to say because Parasitic Bomb is so powerful. But Siege mode, he just continues to move forward.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to take 2 Parasitic Bombs to take out those Liberators.
And another base there lost for PandaBearMe. I mean, PandaBearMe, he's got more mining bases. He has been taking bases in the top right.
Now, the Liberators are all in Siege mode, so... or whatever it's called for Liberators. So the Corruptors are coming in, and they're able to kill these Liberators.
Yeah, the Liberators, they are starting to fall here.
The fungal, and here comes the Parasitic Bomb
go.
on the... So the Liberators have been cleaned up absolutely beautifully.
Yeah,
Now, the big question is, what will take care of this ground army? And the answer is Zerglings, because they are clearly overpowered.
You can make a lot of them, too. There are still just a couple Thors left, one at pretty low health.
Now, there are waves of Hellions coming in here, and honestly, if PandaBearMe is able to get some Broodlords made, I could see this changing the flow of the game completely.
PandaBearMe needs to make sure that the rest of his mining bases are safe, though, and the Hellions are going to come through. They are going to shred these drones. In fact, he's probably going to lose just about everything at this base.
He lost his spire. He cannot make any more air.
Zerglings looking like they're going to flood across the map again to just try and do what they can to punish Siege Mode during this attack. This is pretty rough for PandaBearMe. He's got more mining, but you know what? Siege Mode is just scanned, and he's going to be heading right over there now. He does. More drones just going to completely get annihilated. And this is looking really tough for PandaBearMe. The army supplies are again skyrocketing for Siege Mode, 91 to 55. Worker supplies also pretty interesting for both players, 26 to 15. Both players have lost a lot of workers here, but Siege Mode's army is just so strong.
Oh my god, the Greater Spire wasn't actually killed. It is down in his natural, being preserved by overlords shitting on the ground.
That's clever. Keeping that Greater Spire alive.
So despite Siege Mode having 91 army supply right now, this is going to be absolutely crazy. There's Vipers, there's Ultras, there's Corruptors, and there are Broodlords on the field. And I honestly could not tell you if Siege Mode has an answer to this.
Yeah, it's tough to say. Both players, they've got interesting army compositions. There's a lot of Widow Mines, and that can be really deadly if you just straight walk into those without being careful with your army. But, ooh, it's tough to say. It really is.
Yeah, there's only 2 Vikings on the field right now, so outside of the Thors, there's not a whole lot that can take care of this army.
Some Broodlords do get some attacks in there, but they have to be careful. The Thors and the Vikings, they do take one out. Looks like Ultra's getting low as well. Corruptors start to fall.
Oh, that blinding cloud over the Thors.
But is
Will
it too late?
Enough? The Thors are going down, however.
Wings rush in, but they all get taken out.
The Thor
Nearly
goes
all of
down,
them.
so this Broodlord will eventually kill this army. This is absolutely unreal. I don't know what we're seeing here.
And now it does look like Siege Mode is doing pretty okay. He's got some, he's got some pretty good army out. He's still got some mining. Meanwhile, back home for PandaBearMe, it looks like his only mining is long distance.
Oh,
and GG, Siege Mode takes game 2. So it is now 1-1. That was looking a little bit scary, at the start for Siege Mode, but he really made that, turn around for him. Those Liberators, those Thors, and those tanks, and the Hellbats too, they just did so much, especially with what almost felt like a critical mass of Liberators.
Siege Mode was making it happen. I feel bad about that one. Now, while we wait for the 3rd lottery to come up, we have been informed that sign-ups for next week's event are now available. I will be posting the link in the stream chat. Definitely come on out. It is a fantastic event. A lot of fun. Oh, my link got deleted. I tried, guys. If you click that deleted link, you'll find the event. But there's some absolutely fantastic players out here, and it is one hell of a good time. So definitely come check it out next week.
Our next game is going to be on Dusk Towers. It is really a favorite in tournaments. This map gets played a lot.
I will be right back. I'm going to leave them in your very capable hands.
All right. Just a reminder, guys, if you would like to support us, we do have a Patreon now. You can donate, however much you can, $1, $5, there's $25. There's different tiers, and with each tier comes a different prize, or a perk, I guess I should say. So that is one really good way to support us. That helps us keep these tournaments